Hello. Hi. So, I am going through all my notebooks. Haven't been doing this ongoing. I come back to it. But this is stuff I wrote mm, maybe in the late teens or during the pandemic. And I should have said this before, but first of all, um, I know that substance abuse is a big deal. I've been to Northeast Philadelphia. Um, I've also seen people, even with you know, drugs that are soft drugs, not hard drugs. People haven't achieved what they wanted to achieve, because it's numbing. So I wrote years ago, and I don't even know when exactly. But when I was living in Philadelphia, so I was living in Philadelphia between 2016 and 2021 or 22, roughly. I'm anonymous here, so this is vaguely, but I wrote this. Um, and I wrote a radical approach to substance addiction, but I don't think it's radical. What I noticed is that some people take drugs for ennui and to have some excitement in their lives. These people have affluenza. Even if you don't have millions of dollars, you have enough, and you're people are getting to a point where comfort isn't enough. Maybe they haven't suffered before the comfort enough, so they use drugs to get some kind of spark in their life. Some users use because of physical pain. It could be all different causes that these people are injured or have health issues. And yes, people have health issues when they have pain. Some people who don't have injuries or don't have um, things like fibromyalgia or other things may not understand, but people have pain for health issues. So, I mean, people who use because they have everything and comfort isn't enough, they should sacrifice. Um, there are studies that say that giving is makes people happy. There's that famous study. I don't know who did it, but the famous study that you're given $5 and you can either keep it or you can give it to somebody. Um, you know, and the people who gave it to somebody were happier. So, sacrificing and of course, giving to people who are have-nots. The other end of it is for people who have physical labor jobs and they're in pain, who people who are have been mistreated at work, whether it's sexual harassment, giving all tasks to the weakest, or to people due to their race or status or age, and they're being dehumanized. They there should be equal health care for all. I mean, equal health care for millionaires and people on Medicaid, right? Health isn't a luxury. A living wage, and I mean a real living wage, not raise the minimum wage and then rent skyrocket and food prices go up. I mean a living wage. and tighten laws, labor laws. I understand that it's the free market that makes the world into what it is. But it's too easy for bosses to mistreat people because I've had wage theft by restaurant owners. They take my tips. They took my tips. They sexually harassed me. I've been bullied by other women into doing menial labor while they're hanging out in the downtime. All this stuff. Um, I have dance, so I never had a substance issue, but it's it's this culture where yes, getting high together transcends um races and economic situations and class. But people are taking drugs for different reasons, and just because you're in the same room with someone doesn't mean you're a social warrior if you're still benefiting off of the people who are being treated. Um, yes, I know there's trafficking of substances. There's issues with this pharmaceutical world and the hospital system. I know, but yeah, to start thinking about changing the what is expected of laborers and for the people who have to have less. Okay, it's about affluenza. And I know people who have more and who have been living in comfort have a very difficult time giving it up. But I think I said before, but even been written down and talked about. Oh, it's Baldwin. James Baldwin says um, the white people have to give up their class. They have to commit class suicide for things to be right. And then this is my issue with stuff like meditation and yoga for incarcerated people. They're to make somebody more humble or give up their ego more when their ego has to be restored is an issue. Um, yes, yoga, especially advanced asana, like martial arts, can bring people, rehabilitate people into doing something difficult and therefore feeling accomplished and being able to accomplish more and having um, skills that and attitudes towards things that can go across different occupations and life situations is good. But um, it's, it's like throwing shit in their faces to make them meditate. You know, give them back their lives. Rehabilitate them. Don't make them. I mean, if they want to sit for a long time and see the world as it is, yes. But I think the oppressors should also um, meditate and do yoga. And I'm not talking about yoga where they go into a country. Some of them, like most of them, I've seen. I've never been to a yoga retreat. But going to countries where the dollar is strong and people are like, and then like benefiting off of the backs of laborers there and acting as if they're honored to be serving you. Um, you have so much money to go to a different country to study yoga. And I don't think that they're honored to be serving you. They just, I think they are like, what the hell is going on in terms of like um the distribution of wealth and resources. Um, yeah, this is these are just two things I've seen, and I think and I'm gonna add, I haven't gone through all my notebooks, but I wrote also that people are in like climate depression. Um, they don't do anything about it. I had the opportunity to this environmental organization gave me access to this climate summit to have live viewing parties, and I contacted two people who have large large houses and um, a projector, so they can stream this off of my laptop. There are different sessions, and so um, there were different schedule and programming that we could streamed and commented, typed in our comments and questions live. Um, these people who are claiming that they have climate depression, and they don't get back to me. I think they were they were getting high. I mean, they were drunk or high all this time, so they couldn't get back to me. So, yes, escaping into mind-altering substances because you can't deal with these kinds of things. Um, okay, so that's established, but can you do something about it? They say no, but they don't because comfort is more easy. So, um, I haven't changed the world, but I do live simply, very simply. I don't have any friends because I don't have friends to. I don't go out. I don't drink. I don't go out to eat. I know how wasteful the restaurant business is with not only with food, with plastic wrap and all that, with plastic basically. And I also don't shop because I wear things until I can't anymore, and then I make cleaning cloths with it. Or some things I bought to like these textile take backs, where even if you can't sell them as used clothes anymore, they use it to make batting for stuffies or different things, So yeah, and I don't drink soda and whatnot. Only occasionally. Sometimes I do for a treat. Um, so that's that. Um, there are ways to lessen your impact on the earth, and there are teams that are regenerating the earth, or they're thinking about things. Like I said, like I don't have I don't have the health to woof or go volunteer or even work for money for a wage or a salary for organic farms. I have scoliosis and stuff happening with the discs between my spine bones, my vertebra, and I have scoliosis, and I'm in pain every day. Recently, my leg doesn't work, and it's just scary. So that's that. Instead of writing about it and maybe not getting it out there and not getting it published, people don't do Xerox sheets at culture centers anymore. So this is that. Oh my gosh. So I only meant to go on for like 2 or 3 minutes, but it's like more than 15 minutes. So I will end this. Please comment below and please comment any ideas you have for the environment, but also for people's lives being very badly affected by substances. Okay, have a good night.